Good afternoon. I had to stop and think then. Got Emily again with me today. You'll be fed up to the back teeth of seeing Emily, won't you? Well, I popped on today. Excuse me, I've got a bit... just had a sweet and it's stuck on my tooth. I'm not really chewing, my mouth is empty. So I left the back door open and Ben's going to decide to start barking. Where was I? Yeah, I popped on today. First of all, there's me saying last week I never get any happy mail or anything. I wasn't hinting. I was just stating a fact. It wasn't something that I was hinting. I don't hint. No. And I had this beautiful christening gown. You must have seen this beautiful christening gown that my friend sent me. She's on Facebook. She's not on YouTube. Absolutely gorgeous. Well, I had another surprise in the post the next day. I come home. I went shopping on Saturday. Yeah, Saturday I went shopping. Come home and there was a card in the door from the postman. Is that the right way up? It is, isn't it? Beautiful. Look at that beautiful painting on that card. And the card's by, let me have a look, Charles Rene Mackintosh. And it's white roses. Pencil and watercolour. Absolutely beautiful. And it's from our lovely Suzanne, from Suzanne's Babies. Suzanne and her Babies. She was looking in some of her things, and look what she found for Emily. Look. Isn't that lovely? A little bracelet. And look, Suzanne, thank you very much. It fits her perfectly. Little Emily. So you're named, tagged now. Can't run away because you're tagged. Yeah. Oh, that leads me on to a tag. I'm probably very late for this tag. I am probably very late. It was a little giveaway. Mother's Day tag and giveaway. Well, as you know, in the UK... Sorry, I'm drifting off. As you know, in the UK, Mother's Day is in March. Elsewhere, I think Canada, America and different places, I don't know. You've had a Mother's Day recently. So this open till the 15th. Am I in time? Now it was the 10th on Thursday. Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, 10, 11, 12, 13, 40. I think we're the 14th today, but I can't swear to it. Anyway, I'm going to do this tag, whatever. So, I had to print it off, look. Had to print it off so that there's some of her beautiful babies, look. So that I can remember it, because it's a fair few questions. I believe it's something like 13 questions or something like that. Now, I will have to take my glasses off so I can read it. The first one is, and the printers decided to lop off the beginning of every sentence. So that's clever, isn't it? Okay, number 1. Using one word, ask your mum, if you can, what one word she would use to describe you as a child. Well, my mum, I know this one because my mum said I was happy. Happy little girl. I was always singing. So much so, she put me down in my cot one day for a nap, for my little sleep during the day, as you do. And somebody walked past and came and knocked on my mum's door. Now, we lived in a flat at that time. You might call them apartments, but it was a flat. It was ground floor, luckily enough, but it was still a fair, little way up the windows. And this lady, who my mum knows, one of the neighbours, come and knocked on the door and said, "Where's your Jean?" My mum said, "Well, she's asleep. I've put her down for a nap." And she said, "No, she's not. She's sitting on the windowsill singing. As I walk past, she's singing to everybody." So, yeah, I was a happy baby. Were you a mama's girl or boy? or a daddy's girl or boy? I was a daddy's girl. I was always a daddy's girl. I was the second one born. And, yeah, I think there was a bit of a... I was one of twins, and sadly my twin was stillborn. Well, my dad swears he heard her crying, so she probably died at birth, and they told my mum she was stillborn. My dad insisted, because in those days, I was born in 1957. The father wasn't in the birthing room at all. Wasn't in the labour ward. Wasn't, strictly was there from times for the visiting times, and that was it. But my dad was there and outside, pacing a corridor or whatever, and he swears blind he heard my sister cry, and they said no, she was still born. So much so that he insisted on seeing her, and that wasn't done in those days either. But apparently she looked just like me. I was born the next day. She was born naturally. I was born the day after by cesarean section at a different hospital, the hospital up the road. So very traumatic for my mum. So I was a daddy's girl, and I was spoiled. Yeah. Well, no, probably wasn't spoiled, because I had a big sister, and you couldn't afford to spoil children in those days. I don't care what you say, you couldn't afford it. But yeah, I was just a daddy's girl. What is your favourite mum trick or mum hack that you learnt from your mum? I don't know. Mum always told me when I went shopping not to run out of anything. When we were kids, they always kept a stock cupboard. As was a big sideboard in our hallway. We had quite a long hallway, and it was a big sideboard, and it was full up with tins of things, which were rotated, And if you used a tin from that cupboard, then the next time you went shopping, you replaced it. I think over the years, my mum still likes a stack of toilet rolls and things like that. But no, I used to, I think, when I first left home. Oh, sorry, I'm wandering off. When I first left home, I used to, but not anymore. I don't have a stock cupboard as such. I do have things like tins of beans and things, hopefully, that I don't run out of, but that's about it. Right, next one. Does your mum know about your YouTube channel, and if so, does she watch it? No. My mum, she probably heard me say about it, but she'll be 88 in a couple of months. So, no, she doesn't watch it. She doesn't know. What is a phrase or saying that your mum always says or said? Well, my mum used to, there was a lot of us in the end, there was 5 of us, and my mum used to say, well, you just go off and look for something, you just come back and say, I can't find it, Mum, I can't find it, it's not there. And she'd say, if I come and find it, you'll get a smack. She said, I'll give you a clout, that'll make you find it next time. Yeah, that was the days when you did get a smack and it never done us any harm. We weren't beaten. Yeah, I'll give you a smack for not looking properly, she says. But, right. Are you named after anyone special, or how did your mum or dad come up with your name? Well, I think because I was one of twins, they wanted something similar. In my case, obviously I'm Jean. My twin was Jane. No, she wasn't. Oh, for goodness sake. I was just thinking of someone else then. Janet. So we were Jean and Janet. Yeah, as I say, sadly she's not here. Yeah, so I suppose there was 2 names. I mean, Jean is an old-fashioned name. You don't hear little babies called Jean anymore, for goodness sake. Or Janet, really. So yeah, we were Jean and Janet. Or we would have been. What is something you or your mum and your mum always loved to do together, or loved to do together? We always love or love to do together. Well, we don't do... I care for Mum, but she doesn't go out. She refuses. Since Dad died... Excuse me. Oh, ow, oh, I've got to move a leg. Since Dad passed away a few years ago now, she refuses to go out. She doesn't go out. Even if my brother says, come on, Mum, I'll take you out in the wheelchair, she just doesn't want to go. She says, no, I can still see Dad sitting in that chair, and that's where I'm staying. And that's it. So, no, we don't do anything together apart from me caring for Mum. So, where are we? What is one of your favourite childhood memories of you and your mum? Oh, goodness. I don't know, because there wasn't a lot of time after my brothers. There was 3 brothers after me. So there wasn't a lot of time. As I say, I've got an older sister. To do things. It wasn't quality time between the 2 of us. But we used to go out on picnics and things like that. Mum loved having us home. School holidays, she loved it. We didn't go on holiday in those days. But we used to go out on picnics and walks and things like that. So, yeah, I can always remember doing those sort of things. Did your mum wear a special perfume or fragrance? To this day, when you smell it, you're instantly reminded of her? No. No, I don't think so. I think that comes down to us not having a lot of money to spend on things like perfume. Because I'm sure when she was single, she would have worn perfume. And later on, when we were growing up a bit, she wears perfume now. She always wears every single day. But then I just can't remember. No, I can't remember the smell. Do you know, one day I will. I think of something. I think, oh yeah, that's the smell. But offhand, I don't remember. This is going to be too long, I think, to upload. What is your favourite recipe or dish that your mum makes or made when you was a child? Shepherd's pie. No doubt about it. Loved Mum's shepherd's pie. Bonus question. If dollars were not an issue and you could buy or give your mum anything in the world to show her love, appreciation on Mother's Day this year, what would your gift be? I would buy my mum something that you can't buy with money, and I would buy that. I would buy her a new pair of legs, without a shadow of a doubt. And there's no way I could do that, because you just can't buy your health back, can you? But yeah, I would buy. She's not very well today, actually. I've been over today and she's not very well today. But yeah, I'd buy her a new pair of legs. And that's all I've got time for, and I hope this uploads. If this uploads, then I'll be able to do longer videos, or I should have to lop a bit off. Anyway, I'm going to go. Have a lovely day. Don't forget my competition. My giveaway runs out on the 20th. So you'll have to look back to find out about that. Bye-bye.